9197 Black Wolves and YouTube. This is your boy Tyler 9197, Witcher 9197, Black Wolf 9197, or 9197. Back with another video for you guys. And this time, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my reasons why you should wait to get a Series X and a PS5. Because guys, this whole mess with the next gen console being out of control, and you guys already know, so that's why I'm about to go ahead and give you like 3 reasons why I feel like, honestly guys, you really should wait. So alright, for number 1, y'all, like this is gonna be the most easiest thing I'm gonna say throughout the whole video. Really, I should end the video just saying this one thing, to be honest. Easier to get. Like that's it, y'all. Easier to get. Like guys, cause this has been a whole mess with this next-gen console. People really trying to either pre-order it or trying to get the consoles. People stealing the consoles. Like this has just been a whole lot of mess, y'all. Like just to get these consoles, I feel like honestly, y'all, like y'all need to stop breaking your necks and stuff that's really trying to get these consoles like that. Like I understand the excitement of wanting to get a next-gen console, but at the same time, like this just been a whole lot of mess, and especially for the adults that either like really wants the console, or some of the parents that gotta get my kid PS5 or Xbox for Christmas. Like, man, forget about them kids for a second, y'all. I know that sounds a little bit cold, but like I'm to be honest, y'all. Cause look, it's like this: do the kid have PS5 money, or do they have Xbox money? If they don't, then forget about it. Because it's just because this is the thing, y'all. Like, this is a quick side note too. I just feel like, especially for the parent side, like really want to get their kids the console. Cause look, this thing, if either they have an Xbox or a PS4, whatever, right? If they got games to play, like literally got backlog of games to play, give them more games. Don't give them a whole nother console for it. Because one, it's no point to break your neck to find these consoles, because it's already hard to find them right now. And then 2, what, like, you know what I'm saying, that's like $500 for these consoles. Like that's a lot of money. Like I would definitely say I am grateful for my parents for like buying the consoles of like some of like the older consoles when I was younger. So they was able to buy it for me for my entertainment, which I'm really thankful for. But at the same time, because now I'm a little bit older now, I'm starting to see like these consoles costing. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I understand, like, you want your child to be happy and stuff, but it's like, it ain't worth it right now. I'm sorry, it's not worth it right now. It's not. But still, like I said, just like just wait, y'all. So it's just easier to get the consoles. It just don't make sense for you to break your neck and stuff for these consoles, especially either you're paying these scalpers $1,000, which you shouldn't do that anyway, and 2, just like wait, like people camping out and stuff. Like I remember I saw one of these dudes, they literally was sleeping on a mat, like had their mattresses out for a PS5. Like y'all out of your mind. Like I'm sorry, I know you want a new console, but like y'all doing way too much for a piece of hardware. I'm sorry, like. And this is coming from like a gamer, like who's passionate about gaming, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all doing way too much for these consoles. I'm sorry, they is not worth it like that. I was like, I ain't gonna get a freaking mattress, go and sleep outside of GameStop for this. Like that's some real dedication. I respect the dedication of how much you really wanted it, but at the same time, like. Like I couldn't. You gotta like, to me when I look at that, it's like you can probably get the reason why people get the stereotypes of gamers for the reason because they see stuff like that. They feel like y'all wasting your lives for these consoles. They give us a bad name. I'm just saying, like that's just the honest truth, in my opinion. Alright guys, the second reason I can go ahead and say wait to get these consoles because of bugs. Because more likely for day one adopters of the console, because every man-made console being made for either Microsoft or Sony, it's gonna be some issues. Best believe it's gonna be some issues, and like it probably nothing happen right now, but eventually it will happen. And I can definitely tell you that eventually it will happen, like especially for people who get the first batches of consoles, because it's like like after a while, because like basically when people really play these consoles, like put hours and hours on it, eventually whatever's gonna happen, their consoles are going to start to act up. And what Sony and Microsoft are going to do is make better versions of those same consoles. It's kind of like with the Switch, for example, because I wouldn't necessarily say I'm an early adopter, but at the same time, I'll say somewhat like that because I got the console within the same year. I didn't get it the day one launch, but I got it within the same year. And then probably a few years after that, they made basically the same Switch, but a better version, like I guess with more like say like battery life, for example. That's a good example. Like, I mean, I know that seems small, but still it's a better version than the one I bought for the first batch of the console, if you get what I mean. So like I said, with bugs and stuff like that, you know, like I feel like, you know, you can wait, honestly. And then plus I'll add this as I add this too, a side note right here, that like also, let's be honest guys, you know there's gonna be like a PS5 Pro or probably a Xbox Series XX. I'm just saying, like, maybe, I don't know, like, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. But like I said, like, you know it's gonna be like a pro versions of both consoles. So it's like, when you really think about that, it's like you really don't need to like bust your net, I mean crack your neck for these consoles, honestly. But I understand where you know, why people want to get them and stuff like that. But you know, but still, I'm gonna say it's not worth it. And alright guys, and for number 3, I could go ahead and say this is probably the biggest reason why you guys should wait, is that there's not enough exclusives to really want to jump to next gen right now. In my opinion, it really is not. Like I know when you hear me saying that, some people say, okay, you know, for Xbox that makes sense, but for PlayStation we got 3 exclusives and da. Like, no, it's still not worth it getting PS5 for them 3. Well, technically 2. To be honest, y'all only got like 2 exclusives for PS5. I'm just saying, because like really, cause like I wouldn't really count Miles Morales because one is on PS4, so I wouldn't really count it as a PS5 exclusive if it's on PS4. And the same thing for Horizon Forbidden West, when that comes out, it's gonna be on PS4 too. So like, to me, that kind of dropped the value of me wanting to jump the next gen to PS5 to play them games if they gonna be on PS4. But I would say Horizon though, you gotta play that on PS5. You can't play that PS4. That's on there. But Miles Morales, I feel like that makes sense playing it on PS4. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need a PS5 just to play that game, in my opinion. But still, like I said, it's not enough exclusives, y'all. Like, I feel like you need to jump to the next gen. Like, because it just like I said, because for PlayStation, it's only like I said, technically you only got Godfall, which from what I'm hearing, because I haven't played it or nothing, but from what I'm hearing is booty, and then Demon Souls, which is like cool. But I mean, if you're not big on Dark Soul type games, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing. That's not like a reason you want. That's like a, you know, the reason you want to jump to get a PS5. And then on Xbox side, let's be honest, they don't have really no games at the moment. They don't have no games at the moment. That's just that's just the truth. And and honestly, you don't really need to jump to like an Xbox for the sake of like, one, it's gonna be a while before they make like a series exclusive Xbox game. Because, like, you know, the main thing for Xbox is Game Pass, which is the really good deal because you get the 100 plus games and stuff, and you will get exclusives on there to play these games. And so that's why I feel like, for me, like, a quick side note real quick, like, for me, y'all, like, I want to get both these consoles, but the way I wanted to do it is like give me a Series S, because I feel like an S don't really wouldn't really benefit me that much, and then a PS5. But I know for anything, I would try to see it get about a Xbox Series, a Series S first, because everybody focus on PS5, and like I'm not really looking at PS5 right now anyway, so I feel like Xbox a little bit easier to get, you know what I mean. And then second, I mean, like I said, Game Pass, that's really a good deal, y'all. That would save you so much money on games, especially the ones that you really would like, especially like the third party games, at least for right now. Like, that's just a good deal overall. And I think I remember they recently added like Doom Eternal. Like, you can't beat that for only paying what I think, like I think it's only like $15 a month. Like, yo, that's a steal to play 100 plus games and exclusives for only $15 a month. Like, you cannot beat that. That's just a good deal. So that's why I want a Series S, because I mean that's basically gonna be the Game Pass box pretty much, and plus exclusives. Because like I'm saying, like, you know, it's just a really good deal. It's just because I feel like for Microsoft, they just make they like what their future really is Game Pass, because when the way you look at what they're doing is more like, hey, you don't need to get a next gen console for us right now. You can just literally pay Game Pass and you will get these games until we make series exclusive type games, which eventually they would do. So that's why for me, I feel like, okay, like if I get me a Series S, I get to play the exclusives when they come on Game Pass and stuff like that. And two, like, I know the storage is horrible, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's, to me, I have no problem uninstalling some games after I'm done with it anyway. And I will be doing that, especially on Xbox side more so than like a PlayStation. I get the, at least I'm buying a next gen console, you know, even though it's a lower power console, but it's not like the worst thing ever, like, you know, still next gen. So I feel like that makes sense. And then now for the PS5 side, real quick, is like the reason why I want to wait to get that one. The main reason, because guys, like this is how I look at it. It's two things, because this two things I feel like if y'all want to get a PS5, this is the reason why I feel like what makes sense for you to get one is either one, you want to play PS5 games, and two, you play everything you wanted to play off your PS4 that you want to jump to get a new hardware for your new hardware to get a PS5. I feel like that's the only thing that makes sense, y'all. Because if you have backlog for your PS4, what's the point of you going for a PS5 to play your PS4 games on PS5? And I know probably some of y'all probably say, well, you know, better optimize your games better to run better and quicker, which I get that. That's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, that's good. But at the same time, like, you spend $500 just to play your old games. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, that's what you're doing. Like, no, let me. That wouldn't make no sense. And then, like I said, like, I feel like that's why I feel like for right now it don't make sense to either really get both of the consoles at the moment. But I mean, if you feel like you got logic reasons why you should go ahead and get them, I mean, by all means, it's your money. Do what you want to do. But still, if you kind of see what I'm talking about, y'all, like, you can honestly wait. That's the main point of my video. Like, you can just wait. But like I said, for me, I'm gonna get both regardless. But it's gonna be eventually. Like, PlayStation 5 probably for me is gonna be a while, just for the sake of, like, one, they gotta really have exclusives that I really want to go and get the PS5 for. And then, like I said, the Xbox, that's why I'm gonna get that one first, because it's gonna be easier to get, in my opinion, because PS5 is gonna be hard to get regardless, even when it makes stock for it. And then and like I said, and plus, like I said, with the Series S, like with Game Pass, that's just an overall good deal, especially for next gen too, y'all. $300, that's like paying for a Switch. So that's to me, it ain't hurting me paying for that for a Series S, especially if I'm going to use it for that, use it for that reason. So I just feel like, yeah, like it, like I feel that's just that's a better deal, right? Like, I feel like if anything, Xbox is a way more better deal right now for, I say, next gen more so than PlayStation. If you look at Game Pass side, but I mean, of course, if you got a Xbox One S and X, then there's no point in you getting a Series X or S if you already got them, especially playing Game Pass. But still, that's a little me rambling a little bit, but still, like, you gotta get my main points, and hopefully these points right here help you see what I'm talking about. Like, just wait, y'all. Just wait to get these next gen consoles. Because right now, it's really not worth it. But I mean, if you feel like you do, like I said, go ahead and do it, because it's your money. Just saying. But alright, Black Wolves, this is the end of the video. So please go ahead, hit the like, follow, subscribe. I said this all in my other videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so you can join the 9197 Wolfpack. This is a fun kickback gaming channel which has the greatest community in the world, which is you guys, the Black Wolves. So go ahead and spread the word to your friends and family who likes gaming, so they could go ahead and join the Wolfpack. because everybody's welcome to the pack. But alright guys, I love y'all. Peace. God bless y'all. TGDS 9197 out.